Good morning, Mox, and welcome to the Weekly Report. I'm Lexi Lapore-Paternostro.
And I'm John Nocita, and this is your Campus Weekly News Show.
From on-campus performances to TikTok bans and the NBA playoffs, we've got a lot to discuss, so let's get into it. This is your Weekly Report.
Tonight at 7:30 p.m., the FSC Music Department will perform their final large group vocal performance of the year in the Branscombe Auditorium. The concert, titled Out of the Depths, will join together both joyful and sorrowful pieces from the variety of musical eras. Dr. Beth Gibbs, the director of the concert, hopes that this musical combination will take viewers out of the depths of sorrow and onto the path of hope. Tickets are free for all FFC faculty, staff, and students at the box office or on the box office website, available through the single sign-on. You can also watch the live stream version of this concert on FSC Festival of Fine Arts YouTube page.
This weekend, the Macapellas, FSC's on-campus a cappella group, will be performing their semesterly concert. To the 10 Years of Tunes will take place this Sunday at 3 p.m. in the Polk Museum of Art Auditorium. This semester's performance celebrates 10 years since the student-led singing group's founding. The concert will feature a variety of songs, including a Disney Villains medley, Show Yourself from Frozen 2, We Will Rock You by Queen, and a Greatest Showman medley, among many others. The doors open at 2:30 and tickets are not required for this event.
This Thursday night at 7:30 p.m., the Florida Southern Theater Department will resume their run of the classic 1950s farce Moon Over Buffalo. The play follows a middle-aged Broadway couple, George and Charlotte Hay, as they attempt to guide their run-down touring company to Buffalo, New York. Their plan is to perform two prominent plays, but immaturely handled family conflicts and other problems keep getting in the way of their fame and success. Tickets for this production are available for free for all FFC faculty, staff, and students on the box office website or via their phone number 863-680-4296.
Here in Lakeland, a mother has won a $2 million lottery prize. Geraldine Gimblett stopped at Pipkin Road Beverage Castle, located at 1170 West Pipkin Road in Lakeland, for a lottery ticket, and the rest was history. Gimblett played the bonus cashword scratch-off game, in which the overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.12. The heartwarming news, however, was far from the first win for Geraldine this week. Just the day prior, Gimblett's daughter had rung the bell and walked out of the hospital after completing her last treatment for breast cancer. Gimblett claimed her $2 million top prize at lottery headquarters in Tallahassee. She chose to receive her winnings as a one-time lump sum payment of $1,645,000.
Shifting to U.S. news, various public universities across Florida are banning popular social media apps, such as TikTok, from their Wi-Fi and school-owned devices. This ban happens in colleges such as University of Florida, Florida State, University of South Florida, and many others. This is largely due to an emergency regulation by the State University Systems Board of Governors in late March, which provided a list of apps to be removed from university-owned technology following the recent national court case discussing privacy and data collection.
Taylor Swift is making her way over to Tampa this weekend for the Eras Tour. She'll be performing at Raymond James Stadium from April 13th through the 15th. These are her only stops in Florida, with fans flocking from across the state to watch her perform some of her most popular songs. Swift will have two openers that vary by show and will be performing a total of 44 songs compiled from all of her albums. Fans have already been sharing their outfits and tailgate spots all over social media, raising the excitement for this highly anticipated show.
On April 6, Walt Disney World announced the long-awaited return of their annual pass sales. The full extent of the annual passes have not been sold since before COVID times, so fans have been keen to hear from this announcement. While passes were made available for Florida residents back in September of 2021, non-Florida residents were unable to purchase annual passes of any kind. But starting now, on April 20th, the new sales of the Disney's Incredible Pass, Disney's Sorcerer Pass, and Disney's Pirate Pass will resume and can be purchased online. According to a source at Disney, however, the quantity of the passes will be limited, and the passes or pass type may become unavailable for purchase at any time.
This past weekend, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, based on the hit video game franchise initially started in 1985, was released in theaters. While many fans were worried about how the movie would turn out due to both casting and the recent history of video game movies, it appears this movie is officially a success. Just in the past weekend, the Super Mario Bros. Movie has broken records for video game adaptations as well as animated films, earning a global total of over $377 million. As for the reviews, on Rotten Tomatoes, the movie features a massive difference between the 56% critic score and the 96% audience score. Overall, it is clear that critics and fans have very different opinions on the turnout of the movie.
The NBA playoffs are beginning this week with a play-in tournament. In the Western Conference, the matchups for the 7th and 8th seeds include the Lakers, Timberwolves, Pelicans, and Thunder. The Lakers and the Timberwolves only need one win in the tournament to secure a spot in the playoffs and will face each other tonight at 10 on TNT. The Heat, Hawks, Raptors, and Bulls will compete with each other for the 2 remaining spots in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, with the Heat and the Hawks both as the 7th and 8th seeds going into the tournament. They will play just before the Lakers and the Timberwolves tonight at 7:30 on TNT.
The Masters tournament began and ended this past weekend and was filled with drama for the entire tournament, thanks to unpredictable weather and breakouts from previously unknown golfers. But when all was said and done, a former world #1 golfer was crowned Masters champion. Jon Rahm came back from a disappointing start to the tournament to defeat Brooks Koepka over the last 30 holes of the tournament. Rahm became the first European golfer to win both the Masters and the U.S. Open, and is only the 4th Spanish Masters champion. That's all for this week's edition of the Weekly Report. Once again, I'm Lexi Lapore-Paternostro here with Nocita, and thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week.